There are just 3 hours to go. I'm Gabriel Antoniazzi here in Munich amongst around 100,000 Tartan Army supporters where the waiting is nearly over. Steve Clarke's side open Euro 2024 against Germany tonight. The nation's biggest game in nearly 30 years, one that fans have been waiting all of their lives to see.
Let's get a full-time report from Gabriel.
A nightmare in Munich. Scotland's Euro 2024 campaign is off to a disastrous start after a 5-1 loss to host Germany. For sure, one of the worst performances under Steve Clarke. Scotland were losing within 10 minutes and were put to the sword from there, with Ryan Porteous' rash red card only making matters worse. Even Scotland's consolation goal was scored by a German. Here's what the manager had to say after the game. The fans inside cannot wait for this one. We're just about to hear the Champions League music as well. Here it comes as the Champions League ball is waved in the centre circle. Well, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst is under pressure. His team have been booed off in the last 2 matches. He said yesterday that they can't just come and defend. They've got to play to attack. They've got to play without fear. And more than anything, they've got to show their character. He's made 4 changes from the weekend's 1-1 draw with Livingston at Ibrox. Barisic, Davis, Arfield and Cholak have all dropped out. The team is as follows. It's been a wet and windy start to the 152nd Open here at Royal Troon, but that's exactly what Scottish Links Golf is all about. American Justin Thomas was the early clubhouse leader on 3 under, happy with his day's work.
Feels great. Yeah, played really solid. Got it around well. Felt like I had great control.
It was a tough day for England's Tommy Fleetwood at 5 over, and for world number 2 Rory McIlroy, who posted a 7 over. He surrendered his ball to the train tracks on the 11th hole. His round starting to look like a train wreck.
Difficult day. Course was playing tough. The conditions are very difficult in a wind that we haven't seen so far this week.
There are plenty of big names still out on the course, and there is plenty of more drama still to come.
Run us through some of the big names that Celtic will face tonight. Gabriel Antoniazzi, do not let your Italian forefathers down with some of these pronunciations.
Don't you worry, Gordon. My dad will be listening and be telling me off if I get any of them incorrect. It is a strong team for the visitors. Provedel in goal. Hisei will play right back with Patric and Romagnoli at centre-half. Lazzari will play left back. Vecino, Kamada and Luis Alberto in the middle of midfield with Felipe Anderson, Captain Ciro Immobile and Zakangi up top. How's that, eh?
I actually think you was sitting doing this.
Rangers are heading to Seville for the Europa League final after beating RB Leipzig 3-1 in one of the greatest nights Ibrox has ever seen. The goals in the first half came from Captain James Tavernier and Glenn Kamara, but Leipzig pulled level on aggregate in the 70th minute through Christopher Nkunku. However, John Lundstrom had the last laugh. He sent the team to Spain as he slammed in the 80th minute. Rangers will be playing in the Europa League final on May the 18th. Duncan, thanks for joining us here today. Let's talk about Paris then. You've had some time to reflect, you picked up more medals. How do you look back at your time in France?
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was a lot of racing. I was pretty knackered emotionally and physically by the end, but every opportunity I can have to do another race, and I'll take it.
You're now one of Team GB's most decorated Olympians. What does the future hold for you in the Olympic Games? You're already looking ahead to LA. What is it for you?
Yeah, well, I think I'm in one of the best shapes I've ever been in. So, yeah, I think it's very much now, how do I look forward to how can I be in that best shape possible once again in 4 years' time.
Yeah, an unbelievable rendition of the Champions League anthem there. The first time this stadium has heard it in 5 years. A tifo across from me says back with a bang, and judging by that noise, it certainly is. Celtic will just hope they can live up to the atmosphere and deliver a performance worthy of their title as Scottish champions. In front of me are the Spanish and European champions, Real Madrid. Full time here in Govan, and it is Rangers 1, Liverpool 7. It started so brightly for Rangers but ended in complete disaster. It's a catastrophe, an embarrassment for Giovanni Van Bronckhorst and his side. They're rock bottom of the group with no points, and they've just taken a big slap in the face from the European elite of Liverpool. Full time here at Ibrox. Rangers 1, Liverpool 7. Celtic have won the league for the 3rd time in a row after their 5-0 win at Kilmarnock, and thousands of fans have turned up at Parkhead at midnight to welcome the Scottish champions. Can you tell us your full name, please?
Donald Morgan.
Chap related to Lewis Morgan.
I'm his brother.
Big brother, little brother?
Big brother.
When did Big Brother get the phone call that he was coming out to Germany?
I got the phone call last Tuesday. I got a FaceTime actually. He FaceTimed all the family last Tuesday.
How do you think you're going to cope? Like, are you an emotional guy? What are you going to be like in the
stadium?
I
don't know. Well, it just depends how it goes down. If he scores the last minute, I'll be in tears.
Gabs is in Stuttgart. He's watched the game. Gabs.
Scotland are out of Euro 2024. They've been stunned in Stuttgart by a late Hungary winner. It is heartbreak for the Tartan Army here in Germany. An ecstasy for the Hungarians. Half of this stadium on their feet. They've got a chance of going through to the last 16. But Steve Clarke's side are out. They will finish bottom of Group A after what you have to say was a poor performance.